Animals can be fierce, defensive, and wild, but sometimes they find themselves stuck in terrible situations that put their lives at risk. It's only through the help of humans that these animals are able to overcome these challenges and carry on with their lives. Today in this video we will be showing you 10 animal rescues that will surely melt your heart and make you want to go out and look for ways to help the animals. In this video, you will know how we human can able to help this innocent animal and can prove our humanity. Let's start with the number 10. The fawn in the frozen lake, where can be a scary time for animals as the temperatures get lower in the bodies of water freeze over. If some animals are not ready for the challenges that come in such conditions, that were the case of a poor innocent fawn that got stuck in the middle of a frozen lake and would have remained there. If it wasn't for the help of some hunters who were nearby to rescue him, the hunters had already seen something odd around the lake area, but they hadn't noticed it was a fawn. They found his back legs stuck inside a hole, while his front legs kept fawn to the shore, but his hind legs were still struggling against a slippery ground. He was then brought to a more some of the ground where he was able to fully stand on his forelegs and run back to his mom. Number 9. The life of a hoarder can be quite interesting and even entertaining, but some hoarders have gone to extremes that puts the lives of those around them at risk. That is the case of these 40 or more cats that were led to abandon in a hoarder's house for more than 6 months. If you have pets, you know that they depend on you on a regular basis, and even the smallest things you do for them have an impact on their day-to-day lives. Now imagine leaving more than 40 cats behind unattended with no one really knowing that they're there. What would their living situation look like? Well, certainly it's not a good scenario. Regardless, these cats are found by a group of kind people who became aware of the situation and decided to come to get them out right away. It was poop and please everywhere, and all the cats seemed to be suffering. Some cats were resisting the kindness of the humans as they felt threatened and were fearful of facing more abuse. It's a rescue is a long time to get the cats comfortable enough to transfer them out of that house. Right after the cats were rescued, a lot of people in their community donated money towards getting them the stuff that they needed for a proper recovery. A very happy ending indeed, because the cats all got foster homes and they learned what the good life looks like. Number 8. Drain. Next on this list, we have a mother duck stressed out for our ducklings who went down a storm drain in Arizona. Mama duck was pacing back and forth in distress when people noticed that her little ducklings were missing and she couldn't do anything to help them out. A group of rescuers came to the scene and went down the storm drain to pull the ducklings out. At some point, like many moms would, Mama duck jumped in to see if she could be of any help. She simply had so many babies that at some point she started to leave with her ducklings, forgetting there was still one more of them waiting for her. Luckily, the rescuers spotted the little guy right away and brought him back to his family. Suppose you can't blame Mama duck. With so many ducklings in such a stressful moment, is easy to forget things. Number 7. The baby elephant in the hole that started as a simple walk to get some water ended up in an accident that scared a baby elephant and his mother. The baby tumbled into a hole that was not too deep, but it was too big for the baby to get out on his own. His mom did come to the rescue, but her efforts were pointless. Even a group of other animals came to the scene and none of them knew what to do. Luckily, there was a group of rescuers nearby who knew exactly how to get the baby out. However, doing so wouldn't be so easy since elephants are overprotective, and this mom would not let anyone get so close so easily, even if it meant that she would get help. Finally, the people got an idea. They decided to fly a helicopter on top of the elephants, which made the mom step back and clear the way for the rescuers to walk in. They immediately came and got the baby elephant out in a short time. The rescuers then stepped back in the helicopter and left. Mama elephant came back to see her baby and comfort him after such a scary event. Number 6. Some animals can be in danger right in front of our noses without us even noticing. That was the case of a small kitten that was trapped in the middle of a freeway in Los Angeles right off the fast lane with so many cars driving by. It was hard for the kitten to get out of there, and it was hard for the drivers of spotting the cat and save him. Luckily, a driver named Sheila Green was able to spot the kitten and immediately sent a text to Hope for Paws, an animal rescue team that would know what to do. The staff immediately came to the scene following Sheila's instructions. She couldn't take a photo, but she gave clear directions to find the poor kitten. The team was able to find the kitten and notice an eye infection and malnourished meant. They named him Little Napoleon and immediately fed him and cleansed him. We don't know why someone would leave a small cute cat in the middle of the freeway, but we're lucky to have people like Sheila and the rescue team. Number 5. A few years ago, a rescue team in Udaipur, India got a call regarding a dog that couldn't long after being hit by a car. When the team came to check on the dog, they learned the dog's spine had been hurt during the impact and that produced severe nerve damage. That was what got the dog from properly using his hind leg. The dogs kept staring at his legs as if he was trying to figure out why they wouldn't move and why he couldn't properly use them. While nerve damage is often irreparable, the team decided to give it a try and see how much they could do for the dog. To their surprise, after a lot of weeks of rest and physical therapy, the dog was able to walk on his forelegs again. They named him Georgie and became an inspiration for more people in the area to help their local stray dogs that are victims of a lot of accidents. Number 4. Sometimes dogs get stuck in an uncomfortable situation by being in the wrong place at the wrong time, but that's not necessarily their fault. They can't always recognize dangerous situations, and for that reason, we must be ready to help if we find them in need. And this is exactly what happened in Mumbai, India, after a stray dog was found with a PVC pipe stuck around her neck. She had just given birth to 5 puppies and she was looking for shelter at an industrial complex. Near her, a local came to feed her and immediately called an NGO to come help. When the rescuers gained the dog ran away in fear. She came back after 2 hours, and they finally got a hold of her. Removing the pipe was not an easy task. If the dog started choking when they to pull it off, they also tried using knives and scissors, but the material was simply too thick to cut through. After many attempts, they were finally able to loosen the grip and the pipe came off. The very first thing the dog did was look for her puppies and feed them. Luckily, she had kept them at a safe space away from those PVC pipes. Number 3. Sheep are very threatening animals that might scare you at first sight. There are a few reported cases of wild sheep attacking humans, and honestly, this is an animal that can easily knock you down with those horns and with that strength. They can be quite defensive, especially if they are in rutting season. So what would you do if you found one of them in need? Would you come to help it out? Well, that's what a runner did in this story when he found a wild jungle Chiquita was abandoned by her mom when she was just a cub. In fact, big cats like jaguars are known to abandon their little ones when they believe they are not fit for survival. Chiquita was left in the Amazon jungle, vulnerable to the dangers of other wild animals in the hands of hunters. One day, the Brazilian army found Chiquita and immediately took her with them. They couldn't spot any siblings, their mother nearby, so they decided to keep her and raise her as their own against all odds. The young jaguar recovered her health and the Brazilian army sent her back into the wilderness. After a while, the Amazon was hit by strong rains that flooded the jungle. A group of officers found Jackie holding onto a fallen tree, fighting against getting drowned. The officers took Chiquita back to their headquarters and realized it was best to keep her with them. They then built a shelter that mimicked the Amazon jungle, where Chiquita can enjoy the freedom of the wilderness while being protected by her friends at the army. Time for number 1 and our favorite rescue operation. Back in the year 2000, an oil carrier ship spilled its contents in the ocean, threatening the lives of about 20,000 African penguins that got covered in the oil. Dion DiNapoli, who's also known as the Penguin Lady, sent out a call for volunteers to come and give some of their time to help out these penguins. She got about 12,500 volunteers coming to help her, and these people didn't have any outstanding skills or experience, but true desire to help out these innocent penguins. After 3 months, this group of inspiring people was able to clean up the oil from all the penguins and send them back to their regular habitat. That was just the best moment to see the penguins walk back to their homes, all scrubbed clean and happy now. Have you ever been able to help an animal? Don't forget to share the best moment story with us in the comment box.